Hello programmers. Welcome to Codes. Today we learn about the introduction to C language. What is a language? Language is a medium of communication that is used to communicate with people. Like English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Chinese, etc. Then, what is C language? C language is a medium of communication which is used to communicate with computers. You would be surprised to hear this. How can we talk to a computer? Well, you are going to learn in this lecture. In the programming world, programming languages are broadly classified into two types: high-level language and low-level language. Low-level languages are two types, that are machine language and assembly language. Machine language is written in binary code, which consists of zeros and ones. As we know, the English language has 26 alphabets. If you want to frame any word in English, you have to use these 26 alphabets only. Similarly, if you want to communicate with a computer, you have to frame words by using zeros and ones only. Which is quite difficult, right? However, machine language is the only way to communicate with machines, because machines understand only machine language. Here machines could be computers, mobile phones, smart watches, any electronic device, etc. On the other hand, high-level languages are written in simple English. I hope everyone watching this video can communicate in English. Let us assume that you know only English and you want to communicate with only Hindi. And this Hindi-speaking person who does not know any other language except Hindi. How will you communicate? Yes, we have to get help from translators, who can speak and understand both English and Hindi languages. He will convert English to Hindi language and vice versa. Similarly, to convert high-level language to machine language, we make use of a translator, and it is called a compiler or interpreter. What is a compiler or interpreter? Compiler or interpreter converts high-level language to machine language and vice versa. Now we will know how the compiler or interpreter works. Let us assume you want to convert the sentence to Hindi. That is a very simple translator who will understand the sentence and convert it accordingly. Now try to convert the sentence into Hindi. Can you convert it? No, because you are unable to understand what it is. So, here we call them mistakes. In the programming language, the mistakes are called errors. These errors could be spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, punctuation mistakes, etc. By this, we understand that, if you want to convert any text from one language to another language, you have to provide the correct sentence to the translator, so that it will convert it properly, or else it will raise an error. Similarly, the compiler or interpreter also checks for errors, and they immediately display the errors on the screen. We will discuss these errors in detail later. What are the differences between a compiler and an interpreter? Let us assume we have written these 6 lines of code. This code contains some errors at different locations. The compiler will read the entire code, line by line, and display all the errors in a box. The box contains line numbers and errors. C and C++ uses compilers. On the other hand, if you provide the same code to the interpreter also checks the code line by line and displays immediately as and when an error occurs. Java and Python use an interpreter. These are the preliminary differences, which are enough to understand this tutorial. I hope you understand the basics of programming languages. Now, let me answer the biggest question. Why do we have to learn C language? The answer is to communicate with the computer. Then why do we need to communicate with computers? Let me answer this in simple terms. Can you tell me the value of 2 power 2? That is simple, and the answer is 4. Now can you tell me the value of 2 power 200? You can tell, but you need at least 30 minutes to solve this. If you ask the above questions to the computer or machine, it will take almost the same time to answer both questions. By this, we understand that the computer works faster than the human, so C language is used to simplify the complex. In this chapter you are not going to write programs to solve rocket science, instead which try to solve simple mathematical questions. Let us know some facts about C language. C is invented by Dennis Ritchie at Bell's laboratory. C was invented to write an operating system called Unix. Now it is called Linux. C is a successor of B language, which was introduced around 1970. The Unix OS was totally written in C by 1973. C language is procedural-oriented language or structural-oriented language. Let us know some advantages of C. Efficiency, known for its high performance and efficient use of system resources. Rich library support, extensive libraries for various tasks like I/O, strings, math, etc., aiding rapid development. Scalability, modular structure supports both small and large-scale projects. It is used to write operating systems, language compilers, assemblers, text editors, network drivers, modern programs, databases, etc. In the next chapter, we will learn about structure of C program, and will write our first C program. If you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe. If you need any content suggestions and improvements, please provide them in the comment section.